Welcome back to this Remington build. This is going to be episode 3. We're going to waterproof these ICF forms. So we poured the concrete. I think it's been 2-3 days now. So it's good and dry. Came out here, ripped everything off the sides form-wise, brushed it all off, knocked all the concrete off along the bottom and the spray foam that I had to adhere these, and got this all cleaned off. Now we are going to put what they call PolyGuard on. It's a 650 membrane. So I'm cutting this to lengths. There's a primer that I will roll on the surface down here. I'll roll it on, then I'll drape the PolyGuard over the sides and roll it on, and then it's got a built-in overlap, and we will do that all the way around. There's going to be one more step after that before we can backfill this, and that is it's like a corrugated drain membrane that you put over that. It protects the PolyGuard and stuff from backfilling, from rocks from puncturing it, and it allows water to drain. I don't foresee this ever having water issues here. We're putting a tile along the base. We'll include that in this episode. All right, we are a quarter of the way done. Stuff goes on pretty good with that primer. Once it's on there, it does not want to come off. I'm gonna prime this wall and do this one. All right, we are done with this PolyGuard, and now we're gonna put some of this. It just basically protects the protects this PolyGuard when you backfill. You don't necessarily have to do this. I would not do it if we had nice dirt here to backfill with, but this dirt here has lots of limestone and stuff in it, so I want to protect this from getting punctured. It wasn't all that. I think it was like 70 bucks a roll or something for this stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this all the way around, and that way when we backfill it, I won't have to worry about any rocks puncturing that PolyGuard. That stuff's really thick and tough, and this will allow some places for the water to drain. So we're gonna get this rolled out, put on, and should be good to go. All right, we got our drain tile all the way around. We'll put clean rock over that. Comes around, meets here, and then that solid drain going out down there. So we can actually cover this back up now, which will be nice. Should have rock where there's going to be porches. We're using clean rock to backfill just so we don't have to worry about compaction. I don't want to not get anything compacted, so we'll just use clean rock. It's a little more expensive, but don't have to worry about settling.
Didn't cover them up, did it?
Nope. All right, guys, poured concrete this morning. We're back on the Remington, and we're backfilling this foundation. So Got some nice weather next week, so I'm going to pour all the footings for the porch on Monday. Hopefully it's Saturday. So I got them all marked out. I think I'll be all right here in front. I'm a little nervous about the 4 I got in back because there's a lot of limestone. They did clean that out, but we'll see. But I got them all marked out. Just kind of put a tube down and kind of get my circles marked out. I have 8 here in front. And then there's a little back porch back here. So you can see I got it marked out for a porch. There's gonna be 4 posts here, 1, 2, 3, 4. There'll be a sliding glass door coming off the kitchen area, and then there'll be a walk door here coming off the master out onto this back porch. So that'll be pretty cool. Backs up to these woods. So I think this is gonna turn out real nice. I'm gonna try to get drilling some holes here. Hopefully I have some luck. I don't think I'm gonna have too many problems, hopefully in the front. In the back, I'm a little worried about some limestone rocks, but we're gonna see what happens. All right, well, we got these all formed up, so I'm gonna head home. We'll be pouring this tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. You can see these little boxes. The concrete will come up to here. We'll stop, and then we will fill the inside of that up there, and the wet set bracket will go in, and that'll give us our height to have our posts out of the concrete. So it works out pretty good. These down here were high enough out of the ground that I had to put some sonotubes in just to contain the concrete. Just gonna check my measurements one more time, and then we're gonna be out of here. All right, guys, it's gonna get up to 37 today, which is still pretty cold, but these footings that I poured are mostly in the ground except for the top. So what we're doing is we're taking straw, and that'll hold the heat in from the actual concrete itself and let the heat of hydration take place, and these can cure properly. So we're gonna have temps in the 40s and 50s for highs this week. It is gonna get down below freezing at night, but putting the straw over this should insulate it enough that we will be just fine. So wanted to show you what that looked like with the straw heaped up. We got 4 over here for the back porch, and kind of what I do is I let the concrete set up a little bit. So this is, you can see this is already rock solid. So now I'll take my string lines down and we'll heap straw around these. But you can see this actually has to be dug out a little bit here, but the concrete porch will actually get poured flush with the bottom of this bracket, and then your post actually sits up off of the concrete about a 1/4 inch, and then water can't leach up it and it can drain and dry off, and it works out really nice. So right here, this is where our concrete floor is going to come in. It's going to come in and get poured up to here. So there'll be 6 mil vapor barrier down on the ground. Once I get this all graded, it'll come up, over and up. Then there'll be 2 inches of polystyrene that will level up with this right here. And then the concrete, the in-floor heat tubing will come in, and the concrete will get poured over that. So it'll end up being really nice. And then we have the 2.5 inches of insulation out here. The walls will get obviously attached. Our posts will get attached here. We'll build up, and spray foam will get sprayed here on the concrete, attaching it to this insulation on the backside of the foundation, and it'll go all the way up the wall. So we'll be completely encapsulated with insulation, and we will have a 100% thermal break for the most part, which is super efficient and, in my opinion, necessary when building on a house on a slab. The prior owner of this property was going to build a house up here, and there was actually a foundation that was really crappy that was ripped out. But they have a septic system, brand new septic system that was put in. The only problem is there is the line that comes from the septic tank. The septic tank is 60 feet over there. I don't know if you can see it. And I was going to go ahead and hook it up to this pipe that I stubbed through, put a clean out on it, and then have that inspected by the county. But I put my laser level on this pipe, and this pipe is level. It is exact same grade here at the house as it is over at the septic tank, which is a major problem. Here you're supposed to have a 1/4 inch per foot drop to your septic tank. So obviously, you know, 60 feet, you're looking at 15 inches, give or take. That's just quick math in my head. So obviously, this is all going to have to be dug up and redone, unfortunately. You know, the owners were hoping that we could just hook this right up, but when we checked it, it's level, so that's going to have to be redone. But the rest of the septic field is brand new. The distribution box is way down the hill, so there should be plenty of drop down to the leach field. This is a gravity-fed septic system like the ones I've shown on my videos before. I did not do this one. I'm not sure who this was done by. I don't know what happened here, if, you know, it settled or whatever. I guess, in my opinion, it shouldn't do that. I don't know if there's no rock under this pipe or what the deal is, but it's neither here nor there. We're gonna fix it and make it right, so everything flows downhill, because you know what doesn't flow uphill. Overall, we are ready to frame here, and I'm pretty pumped. Hopefully in January we can get started. I mean, I really don't want to start in January, but that's gonna be my only option, really. So all the hard stuff as far as the footings, foundation, like that is all done, and we will bring you back once we get the framing material and we start building this house. So we really appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and we will catch you on the next video.